because after dinner everyone ought to have a cigar. So I tried it. Well, the rest is history. I'm still smoking stogies. I love it, and he introduced me to something really good. And I know now the next question. Knowing you, being the interviewer that you are, digging in deep all the time.
Shit, ladies and gentlemen, we officially made it to the 6K. Wait, did I say 666? Oh! Then welcome to the Whiskey Reaper channel, the one and only. Now, I do know that many of you have showed up here early. Great to see all of you. I am very, very excited for the show that I have today. I'm going to tell you, for all of you that have finally came back, a lot of people showing up and showing the support all the time. I appreciate you. I'm going to go around the room and see who we have here. Also, I will tell you, I need a sound check. If you guys can hear me, that is great. Let me know what you think. But currently, I'm going to go around the room. I'm going to see the super chats that I have so far. And the first one on here, okay? The first one in the chat room. One of my wrenches out here. AM, thank you so much, AM. So much for the super chat over here. AM sends a $5 super chat. He goes, congratulations, Reaper, 10K soon to come. And yes, I'm going to tell all of you that is the goal, and I have achieved the 6K mark. It is not easy. I've been posting up every day. Hey, let me tell you, it's not easy. YouTube YouTube ain't easy. You have to have a personality. If you got no personality, you ain't shit out here. But let me just tell you this, okay? I'm gonna go around the room and see who we have here. Farm Kitty, good to see you. Farm Kitty says, Reaper, congrats on the 6K. Thank you so much. As a matter of fact, hey, Farm Kitty, you always really pop in here all the time. And it's always great to have ladies in the chat room. Also, I will say, James, the advisor. Okay, that's a good question. What is the highest super chat currently? The highest super chat is, oh, by the way, I see you, James the advisor. And I do know James the advisor is all about watches. I'm currently wearing a beautiful watch of mine that I enjoy. And you know what? This is, I have to say it. A lady. Her name is Ali, she sent a $400 super chat. That is the biggest super chat I have got in my channel over here. And for all of you, Reaper crew, I see you. Bob loves whiskey. Hey man, I can tell. For all of you, let me just tell you this man, holy heavens, if it wasn't for this man, sometimes I'd be, I don't even know, sometimes in the afternoon when I just do random streams, he shows up. A lot of people also support in the afternoon, but my main show is currently more at night. So Bob, hey man, thank you so much, Bob, all the time. Bob loves whiskey, thank you so much for the $10 smackaroonies over here. And also James, he has to work on that. Well, hopefully I can see more of you, James, hopefully I can see more of you here. Also, I will say for all of you that chat in the chat room, I will light you up at the beginning of the show. And throughout the show, I'll try to. This is a show I think that many of you do know. I'd say some shows you could throw super chats, and some shows I do tell you just calm it down. Let me just do my thing. But this is a show that you can throw super chats. This will be the show. Also, I will say, Shane, I see you, Shane. He did say hello earlier on the beginning of the show over here. Also, I think we have a couple other people that are going to be showing up. Hey, I always really appreciate all of you. He says, congrats on the 6,000 subscribers. Hey, it's not easy. And also, I will tell you, for all of you that don't know, if you can do me the favor, one thing I do ask, we do have amazing whiskeys in front of us. One thing I do ask is, if you can do me all the favor, hit the like button for the stream. That is what I'm trying to work on more and more for all of you. If you can, hit the like button. Remember, most of these shows are literally, I'm telling you this right now, there's no script on these shows. I just roll with it. And I think that's the best way for me to be working and doing these channels and live streams. I think live streams, to me, are a lot better than doing videos because I don't have to edit nothing. And if you can, do me the favor, hit that like button. You're animals, I see you. But yeah, I did appreciate all of you in the chat room. Many more people probably going to show up later. I do know 9:30 is usually my time slot, but I said let me go a little bit earlier. So I will say, it is not easy to get the 6K. Okay, let me just tell you that. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication to the channel every day. If you think it's overnight, that's not how it goes. And for all of you to know, I've been lining up videos for, I guess, throughout the week, so that all of you have a little bit more content. Now, I'm going to tell you the content of today. It's not only to appreciate the 6K subscriber count, I have to give it to all of you. I see you out there. I appreciate all of you. It's not only you, but we have to say the whiskeys. If it wasn't for the whiskeys, you know, we wouldn't have a channel. And we have to appreciate MICHTER'S. It is a great company. And for all of you that have never seen any of these bottles, well, these bottles are very expensive. And I will also tell you that on this stream, I'm going to be taking out a mystery bottle to actually add to this mix. So for the meantime, I will tell you, if you have it, please hit the like button. It helps out a bunch. And hey, I'm going to start by taking out the glass. How about we take out some glasses? Yes? Let's start pouring something. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to pour ourselves a little bit of a dram in our Glencairn. You're probably wondering, holy heavens, what's happening? Look, okay, my hands are just huge. That's just what it is. So we're going to be pouring ourselves a little bit of whiskey on here. And then to make it good for all of you, I'm gonna take out another one. very soon, but I will tell you, we're going to be pouring ourselves a little bit of whiskey, and it's going to be a battle. So today on the stream, what we're doing is, tonight we're celebrating the 6K subscriber count, and the best MICHTER'S whiskey bottle, which will reign number one. We will see. Also, I will tell you, I have stories to tell all of you, because I joined recently. Oh, James, look, James. Hey, James, I'll show you the Blangtons, okay? If you want to see the Blangtons, I will show you the Blangtons. But it will take a little bit of time, and I will tell you, I do have it here. I will pour myself a Blangtons if it is what you want. But currently, this stream is all mainly, right? I mean, I can add it to the stream. You guys, all of you super chatters, you can change the show however you want. That is the beauty of super chatting. When you super chat, you can change the show. You can change the topic. You can talk about anything you want to. If you don't like how the show is going, you could change it up by either, okay, super chatting, or maybe adding a little extra super chat to change whatever topic you want to. So I will tell you that, and also I will say for anybody out here, okay, anybody out here that's wondering the prices in this. They're very, very expensive, okay? Very expensive. For all of you that don't know these MICHTER'S already, this is over here a very expensive. You're looking at $400, $500 bottle. And I will tell you more about it. We're going to be pouring that now. But before I pour anything, I'm going to pour it now on the glass. I will tell you one thing. Let me move these aside. Okay, so we're going to be pouring this one, but I have to show you this. As you all know, yesterday I went to an event, and the event, I believe, was yesterday. I don't remember. The point of the matter is that I was able to meet the one and only man, the master distiller himself. Yes, I met the man that officially worked hard to make this bottle happen. He worked day and night. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you his schedule. I'll tell you all about him. I gotta drink some water here. This man is a man that works and very dedicated to his craft. The master distiller himself. And I'm gonna show you his autograph. There you go. There's his autograph. Master distiller Dan Mc. Let me see if I have it here. There you go, master distiller Dan McKee. There you go. You see it? Let me see. I'm getting hot. God damn! I'm getting hot. I'm trying to focus that. I'm trying to, it's sometimes very hard if you don't have three hands. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna pour ourselves a little bit of this. Okay, each one of them we're gonna pour. And for the meantime, let me start pouring that, okay? Let's do that. Holy shit, I'm sweating, man. Holy heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sweating right now. What the hell? I need to put the AC on. For God's sakes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy to be pouring these things, okay? So I'm going to show you the first glass I have here. Here we go. This is a 10-year, okay? 10-year MICHTER'S single barrel Kentucky Straight, okay? Here you go. Very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. We're going to be talking about this. And also, holy heavens. I think I'm going to have to take off my shirt. Holy hell. Let me see the chat room. What everybody's saying looks good. Yeah, those whiskeys good, good. Yeah. I believe that for many of you that don't know, I'm going to talk about this more, about what I learned yesterday. And also, I will tell you, this is the other glass. You see here? Look at this glass. How beautiful this glass. Now this is the other one. Now this one is the MICHTER'S Barrel Strength Toasted Barrel Finish Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Now I'm going to talk to you about these two. Okay, I'm going to talk about both of these. But for the meantime, I'm going to tell you this. The master distiller himself, I had to lift him up in the class. And one way to lift him up, I asked a couple questions, and some of the questions that I asked him mainly were for all the people here that don't know. I was currently in a class, and man, the man was awesome. He was very down to earth, and I also will tell you, I asked him, one of the things I asked him, I go, hey, tell the world right now, what is your favorite whiskey that you make at the distillery? He goes, well, the hardest one and the one that I like the most is the ryes. All the ryes that I make are my favorite, he said. And I will also tell you, for all of you that think that making rye whiskey is the same as bourbon whiskey, well, apparently it's not the same. I do know many of you know bourbon whiskey, and bourbon whiskey has to have 51% corn. Okay, when it comes to rye whiskey, it has to have 51% rye. That's just how it is. 51% rye. So I'm going to tell you this. So for the people just like James that are so used to getting a bourbon whiskey, well, here you go. Okay, this is a bourbon whiskey. Yes. For all of you that don't know already, he literally said yesterday, he said, a bourbon whiskey to me is just so simple to make. It doesn't dirty the pipes. You don't have an issue with anything, filtration and all that. You don't have issues at all. It's just what it is. Also, I'm going to go back to the super chats because I didn't give enough. Okay, I didn't give enough passion into my super chatters. Okay, I did not give enough. I have to go back to this shit. This is what I have to do. AM, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, today AM saw me. He saw me today in a certain person. I think there was 300 people watching. Man, I don't know what it is. I guess people understand that I'm a YouTuber and they get content from me. And they copy content from me. Hey, thank you for making me laugh today. Because I was laughing, but I didn't know that AM was laughing too. I went to a different chat room today. And there was 300 and some people watching. And I don't want to mention who it is, but the fragrance community, some of the times you have to have the bottles in front of you to talk about a whiskey or to talk about maybe a fragrance that you don't have a bottle of. It's crazy. So, I'm going to tell you, you made me laugh too, okay? Just acknowledging that you saw what happened. Also, Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. And for anybody that sends any super chats today, hey, big appreciation for all of you. I think I've been making pretty good amount of super chats lately. I think the other day I made 65. The other day I think it was $80. The other day I think I made 100. I've been doing pretty good. I can't tell you that all the days are going to be all super chats, but I do appreciate all the time when you do. So anyways, let's get back on topic. Okay, so these two bottles are the master distiller's favorite bottles. If it's not a rye, he's just going to straight up say, hey, they're amazing. But the one bottling that I do is the ryes. Those ryes are so good. His favorite is the 10-year rye, which we have in front of me. And he also likes the barrel strength toasted barrel finish. Now you're probably wondering, why are you popping your mouth? Well, I am officially, I'm salivating to know how amazing this is. So we're going to put both of these together, and we're going to see who's going to be the winner here, which one I feel you would like, which one I think is something that I would completely tell you, hey, go balls deep in here. But there's also a bottle that I'm going to add on here. There's a bottle that we're going to pop, and I'm thinking about popping soon after I take a little bit of a lick on here. For all of you watching, let's start off with the MICHTER'S single barrel, okay? The Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Let's start with this one. Okay, let's start with this one. I'm going to tell you, this is one of my favorite ones, and I can't tell you more about it. We're gonna go straight into it. And for all of you that have never really seen a review of mine, you could go watch the reviews of mine. I do reviews, but I tend to some of the bottles that I get sometimes, I just, you know what, I forget to do them. I have so much content. Okay, so we're gonna go on here, and we're gonna officially see what we have on the nose on this 10-year. Cheers to all of you. And if you're wondering, why the hell is your hand so big? Well, let's just put it this way. It's big. I have big hands. What can I say? It is huge, my hands. Yes. By the way, if you have a pour of this in New York, I did know that somebody had said it was like $60 for a little bit of this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of this in New York. $60, $65. I think it's for either 2 ounces or an ounce. I forgot what it was, but that's insane. $60? Are you gotta be kidding me? Anyways, shout outs all of you. Shout outs to the 6K subscriber count. And let's go on with the nose on here. Let me see what I smell on here. Shoot! Did I get bigger? Because I feel like I just sucked up everything through my nose. Holy heavens. This glass is small. I don't know how I can do it, man. This is insane. Very small, this Glencairn. Holy heavens. We do see a little bit of legs on here. Beautiful, awesome legs. Okay, let me go on with the nose. One of the main things, I have a butterscotch note on here. The one thing I do always remember about this is the creaminess, the smoothness, everything about this is elegance. If you're into elegant whiskey, if you're into high-end whiskey, this MICHTER'S 10-year would be your drink. Now I'm going to go again with the nose. Man, it is just so beautiful. You get a little bit of like almost like a lemon type of thing going on in the nose. You also get a little bit of oak, but I will tell you, okay, for all of these MICHTER'S, you're not supposed to be getting any oak. The one thing the master distiller taught me yesterday, he said, if you want, okay, the one company that mainly focuses on the flavor and not too much on the oak would be MICHTER'S. And if you see here, well, I think we have it all here planned out. I think most of us already know that I tend to tell you the truth. There's not a lot of people out here that do that. I pride myself with telling you everything truthful. So this company, if you don't like oak, you'll really enjoy this one. If it's going to be your first time drinking whiskey, well, MICHTER'S might be the first probably bottling that you should try. Because when it comes to American whiskey, any kind of rye, any kind of bourbon, you're going to get a very much of an oak note in there. That's just what I like, especially me. I'm an enthusiast. I'm a whiskey lover. I love oak. I love it in anything, any kind of whiskey. You got a little bit of oak in there, I love it. But these people out here, they perform an amazing art to make sure that you get a very good experience and very low oak. So I can tell you, the nose over here, you do get oak, but it's not overpowering. And I will tell you, it does have that creaminess that I first told you about. Has that butterscotch little nose on here. It's so good. It's amazing. It's just so good. Can I explain? Maybe a lemon. Maybe I can tell you like a lemongrass. Maybe a little bit of lemongrass nose on here. Very nice. Damn. It's just so beautiful. Okay, very, very beautiful. I will tell you, you get a little bit of also. I'm trying to get more of the oak, but you don't get as much oak. I'm trying to see if this one really comes out with the oak. You get a little bit of toffee, butterscotch. Just so creamy, just so beautiful. Very, very nice. Man, it's so elegant, very elegant. Now I'm gonna go with the palette on this one. Now we're doing a battle here. If you have never seen a battle before, well, sometimes many people have been doing 4. Lately they've been doing a lot. I can't say it's me. I can't say it's me that's springing up a lot of these verses. But I told myself I'm gonna put it on two different baldings today. And I'm gonna go again over here. Let me smell this one up one more time before we go on to the palette. And then we're gonna go back to the palette. Here we go. Man, this is nice. Here we go. The nose, there's not anybody in the world that's gonna not like this. This is amazing. Okay, so for the 10-year nose, fantastic. Let's go with the palette on here. Cheers all of you. Cheers all of you. Cheers to 6K subscribers. And cheers. Can this be the reigning champ of the rise here? Let me see. Let's go with the palette. Oh. The first thing I get, the first thing just pops in there. That butter, just butters. Oh, man. Very, very, it's like a butter creamy note on there. You get also almost like lemon note that I first got on the nose. Another thing you do get, everything is just so silky smooth. Very, very silky smooth. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't tell you enough about this glass. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take another pour on here. Man, that's so good. My mouth is super, super watering. I can tell you, also you get a little bit of like a toffee. You still get that toffee that you first smell that comes through on the palate. Really, really love it. You get a little bit of honey. It's like a little bit of honey, a little bit of, now you get a little bit of pop in the pepper. It reminds me more of a white pepper. Nothing too poppy. You don't get a bunch of spices. It's very toned down, the spices. Very, very nice. A lemon peel on there. Very nice lemon peel that I'm tasting. That's what I initially tasted. It's basically like a lemon peel. Very, very nice. I'm going to go again with this one because this is beautiful. It's just so good. And for all of you watching, I'm going to see the chat room right now. Let me go to the chat room and see who we have in the chat room. Great to see Melissa Villanueva. I see you, Melissa Villanueva. Always great to see you, Melissa Villanueva. Man, my mouth is watering. So here we go. I'm going to go again with this glass for all of you that just showed up. Yes, my hands are huge. This Glencairn is goddamn, I'm telling you, look at this. How beautiful. Oh, God, look at that. You do got a little bit of legs. Let me go on with this again. Yeah. I can tell you, very, very oily, very, very, very nice. If you like delicate, okay, delicate type of a soft, very nice note on whiskeys. If you like, how can I say, if you like whiskeys that don't pound your mouth, don't pound your throat, well, let me just tell you this. If you like all of that, you'll probably really like this palette. Now, I'm going to finish this up. Oh, shit, this is so good, man. Damn. Look, if you don't have a Glencairn, get yourself a goddamn Glencairn. You need one of these. If you don't have a MICHTER'S, okay, 10-year, okay, single barrel, Kentucky straight rye whiskey, you gotta get one of these. You just got to get one of these. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this up, okay? Wow, phenomenal. I'm gonna tell you more about this on the finish. The finish does linger very beautifully. I get a little bit of almost spices on the finish, almost like a leather note on the finish. It just really lingers. Very beautiful, long-lasting finish, but not super long, if you know what I mean. It's still there, very nice. For all of you that can afford this bottle, I do recommend you to get this. This is one of the hardest bottles to find. And if you like that beautiful lemon candy, okay, if you like that beautiful lemon candy, you will get a lot of that in here, okay? And also, I will say, if you, okay, out here have ever tasted, okay, maybe a lemon cake, it gives you a little of a zestiness on this whiskey. Okay, I'm not going to say it's super zesty. I'm not going to say it's super zesty, but I can tell you that you have a little bit of a zest on here. Very beautiful, very silky, very creamy. All around, just goddamn freaking banger. This is a goddamn banger. I love this. Love this very much. I'm going to suck up the rest of this because tonight we are celebrating the 6K subscriber count, and there's a bottle popping that I want to do. There's a bottle that I want to pop in front of you guys, and of course it's going to be MICHTER'S. Come on now. Of course it's going to be MICHTER'S, man. Let me put this down. Also, if I can influence you to always send your comments, you can always do that. And don't forget, Super Chat's always currently today on the Super Chat game. Super Chat game, I got $10 and I got $5 from AM. Both of you have been really a part of the chat room all the time. I do know that Bob Loves Whiskey, he was over here, he says something here. What did he say? Has anyone had the Maker's Mark Wood Finish series? Well, as a matter of fact, I have it here. I think I spoke about it a couple weeks ago. I'm probably going to do completely a stream about that, Bob, and I do know you super chatted today, so I'm going to try to give you more attention, but I got to give everybody attention out here because I appreciate all of you. Let me see. Tater Don just showed up. Oh, damn. Tater Don. Oh, damn. He says, oh, sorry, I'm late, Reaper. And everybody, Tater Don, good to see you. Tater Don, 6K all day, baby. Yes, love that. And also, I will tell you, okay, so far, the Super Chat game so far, I mean, we're getting there. We just started, 36 minutes in, calm it down. We just getting started. I do know people just show up usually late. Okay, so now it's going to come down to this second bottle. I will tell you, this one's a little bit higher proof. So to start off by showing you, for anybody that's late, if you just got here, I have signature on here, Master Distiller from the one and only Master Distiller himself. Okay, Dan McKee. Let me put this aside. Also, I will tell you, I'm going to show you the proofing on here if you haven't seen the proofing. There you go, there's the proofing. 46, okay, let me see, ABV, 46 something, and then 92.8 proof. Okay, 92.8 proof, very low, but that's good. That's all that matters. Sometimes lower proofing helps out with the flavors. Don't forget about that. Also, I will tell you, I'm going to say something out here for all of you that are probably, I got my goddamn phone. I got an autograph on my goddamn phone. You see it, okay? Autograph. I told him, I go, look, man, one thing I want you to do, I don't want you to sign any bottle except that bottle, and I want you to sign my phone. So he said, okay, this is the first. I go, hey, man, it's going to be probably the last, because nobody out here has the cojones to say sign the phone. So he signed it, Master Distiller, started wearing off, and I put some, I went ghetto, okay? I went ghetto, and I put some tape on here. So he did sign this, and I'll tell you, oh man, let me just tell you, okay? I'm gonna tell you more about the story, and we're gonna speak about that right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna make sure that all of you know this is gonna be a segment, story time. Oh, let me make sure I have a little bit of a song that I can speak about this. Oh, God, this is story time. Okay, story time. Let me write this down so that we all know. Story time. There you go. It's goddamn story time. Ah, man, let me just tell you this. That right there is huge. I don't think anybody out here is disabled, doesn't have one eye. I think we're good. Story time. Look, okay. Yesterday, there's a lot of things that happened. One of the things that currently happened at the show that I was blown away by was the amount of craziness that was happening for the bottles. Now, as you know, it's not normal for a man like me to have a certain amount of bottles in front of you. But I will tell you, yesterday there was a lot of altercations for these bottles. And yes, these are expensive bottles, I get it. I had these, I just ended up getting a couple more. The point of the matter is that nowadays, there's a lot of altercations everywhere. Events, out in public, everywhere. And there was at least 55 people at the show, which was the event. And everybody ended up getting whatever bottle they wanted currently. I was hoping that they had the bourbon, because I haven't had the 10-year bourbon in a long time. It's been years since I've had a 10-year bourbon from MICHTER'S. It's been years. But recently, the new 10-year bourbon from MICHTER'S is actually a 11-year. He said it yesterday. He said, hey, for anybody that thinks that the 10-year is not, we had to age it for a year more. I also asked about this one. He said, well, this one is 10. It is nothing more than that. And I will tell you, so the line ended up being a huge line. It was insane. And one thing I can tell you, when it comes to people, these people are crazy out here, okay? Crazy. Crazy, man. They be fighting out here. I don't know what it is. What are they fighting for? We're all on the same line. Let me see. Did you buy all these bottles at once? No. As a matter of fact, I only got 2. But I think everybody saw already. I spoke about the one to the left already. It's been open already. And this is my previous one. This is my previous one that I think you guys saw earlier this year. I can tell you that story time. So it was an altercation. One guy started saying, man, I didn't get my bottle. Motherfucker, you showed up like 10 hours later. How are you going to get a bottle? For God's sakes. And then there was another guy that decided to scream out to everybody, calling everybody MF. Whose fault is that? If a man shows up late, at the end of the day, it's his fault. So at the end of the day, look, let me just tell you this. If you are a person that doesn't show up early to certain events, you might just not get a bottle. It's just what it is. Now, that doesn't mean that if you have a flat tire, okay, if you have a flat tire, I understand. But when you go to the event, you try to get there early, you expect a large amount of people, and you also expect there to be a big line. So if you show up 5 hours later, 4 hours, whatever it is at the end of the show, if you're expecting a bottle, it's probably a gimme that you're not going to get it. But anyways, enough of the story time. We're going to go on with the second, I'm going to tell you more about Dan, which is, he's the master distiller. I'm going to tell you more about him. But currently, I think that is over for story time. For God's sakes, that is over for story time. Here we go over here. We're going to go with the MICHTER'S. And if all of you haven't seen it, here you go. Show you over here. MICHTER'S Barrel Strength Toasted Barrel Finish Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. This one's clocking in at 108.9 proof. And it is 94.2 ABV. Is what we're doing right now. Let me put this aside over here. And I'm going to taste this up over here. Let's taste this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go with the nose on this one. Let me drink a little bit of water before this one. Before we do this, I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Let me give myself a little bit of water here. Okay, we're going to go on with the nose on this one for all of you. Happy to have you here. Let's go straight on to the nose on this one. I will tell you, this does remind me of something very similar that many of you know that I like. So cheers to you. We're gonna go straight onto the nose on this. Oh, look at that. I can't even twirl it. Let's go straight to the nose on this one. Here we go. Oh, wow. Let me just tell you, it's very much barrel strength, okay? Don't expect it to be light like the 10-year. It is very, very much barrel strength, so expect a little bit of, don't get too close into that glass. Let me tell you that. Don't get too close into that glass. Let me smell this one more time. Oh, man. I do get the spices on there. It just comes. It just protrudes. It protrudes out of the glass. Very beautiful. I will also tell you one thing that I love about this. For all of you that have never tasted this, one thing that I love about the nose, it is very rich. You do have molasses in there that just pops out of here. If you like a little bit of, let me just say this, okay? If you like the Garrison Brother nose, very, very, very similar, very rich, very rounded, very nice. Oh, man. You get that molasses. You also get a little bit of almost like the same thing that you would get. It's so crazy. It's almost the same thing you would get in a Garrison Brothers. You get like almost like a raisin plum note on there. Almost like a fig note that you usually get on the Garrison Brothers. Very, very crazy. But that also goes with toasted, okay? For all of you that don't know, they do, okay, mainly for these bottlings, they do a lot of toasted barrel finished. And I might show you one unexpectedly very soon. After I drink this one, I think I'm going to talk about that very soon. Over here, Bob, he says, beautiful bottle. I bet the flavor profile is great. We're going to do the flavor right now. But so far, so thick and so rich. Very, very nice. I will tell you again, the one thing I could compare this to would be the Garrison Brothers. So if you had a very rich, high-proof, barrel-proof Garrison Brothers, this is close to the nose of one of them. Even though this is a rye, understand, it is rye, but what I'm talking about is maybe that molasses note, that richness, and there's a little bit of almost plum note on there that I do smell. Oh, man, it's good. Very, very nice. It's just very, very, it's different. It's very different. Let me see over here. Almost smells like you do have the oak now on this one. You do have the caramel that comes through all here, too. It is not as creamy as the other one because it's a little bit more thicker. But I can tell you, this bottle is just amazing. Ah, man, I could nose this all day long, okay? All day long. Very, very elegant. Now, can I tell you, out of both of these, which is more elegant so far? The classier one to me is this beautiful thing. This 10-year so far is the most classiest one so far on the nose. It is everything you really want and something that you're paying top dollar for. So far, the MICHTER'S 10-year nose is winning by a landslide. I'm not going to say like a huge amount, but it's really killing it. But this is very nice either way. So let's go on with the palette over here. I'm going to go with the palette on here. Cheers to all of you. Let me give you a beautiful cheers. And thank you all for being here for the 6K subscriber count. Let's go here on this palette. Oh, God. It is just so, it is really very much barrel proof. It just hits you hard, super hard with that beautiful, I'm talking about, there's a cherry bomb in here. My mouth is watering just even talking about it. I can taste the fruits on here. That's really the first thing I get on here also. I do taste a little bit of something else. Let me go on with it. It is very thick, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very thick. So far, okay, higher proof, obviously, than this one. Very much thicker than this one. Very much full force than this one. All in all, this is the bad boy so far. This is the classy man, and this is the bad boy. Classy man, bad boy. And I do know I am a bad boy, but sometimes I am a classy man. Shout out to Peaky Blinders. Anyways, let me go out here and taste this again. So far, so good. Very thick, very rich. Very much, if you want to know a richness, Garrison Brothers would be the closest thing to the richness that I'm tasting right now. And you know what? Garrison Brothers doesn't even make a rye. They do make a rye, but many of us in Florida are probably not going to get it. But this is good. This is very excellent. So let me go on here. Let me go with the palate one more time. Oh, man. That palate is so phenomenal. You get hit with the brown sugars, really now. I'm tasting the brown sugars. Very, very nice. Almost like a berries. Just pop. It's just a pop. It's a freaking pop of just berries on here. If you like something, I love cherries, okay? I love cherries and berries, any kind of cherry, any kind of raspberry, any kind of, just cherries, anything that has to do with cherries. I love it. This has that, okay? You also get a blackberry, maybe. Oh, snap, this is good. You do get a little bit of black pepper. Now, I will tell you, what did I say before? I said that this MICHTER'S 10-year had a white pepper note on there. Maybe that's why I made this classy. Maybe that's why I made it more elegant. But for this one, ladies and gentlemen, for this one, they used more of a black pepper note on there that I taste. This is full force. This is barrel strength, toasted barrel finish, Kentucky straight rye whiskey from MICHTER'S. It has to be the best and it has to be the strongest. But if it's too strong, people are not going to want to buy this. So far, so good. This is amazing. I'm going to go with the finish, and I'm going to go tasting the rest of this and see how I really can compare both of these. But so far, spot on. This show has been very perfect for what I want this to be. Let me taste this one more time. Wow. That is just so good. Wow. That is good. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Okay. Let me tell you this. You do get a little bit of a... very similar. A little bit. Just a little bit. Not too different. Not too different than the last one, okay? Not too different than the last one. You get a little bit of a lemon. There's a lemon, some kind of lemon. A lemon note on here. It's going to the finish. I do tell you, I really like that. It's something different. You get that lemony taste that I was getting before on the rye. It is a little lemon in there. The black pepper is on the finish. Very, very influential. And I'm going to tell you also, I do get a little bit of almost like a chocolate note. I'm not going to say it's super chocolatey, but I can say that those dark pepper, black pepper notes are just popping off. Okay, popping off with that blackberry and the cherries. Very, very nice. Very, very, to me, this is a winter whiskey. This is something that I would enjoy in wintertime. And the oak is a little bit more out there compared to the last one. So far, I think I have told you exactly. Man, my mouth is so coating that I cannot believe that this is actually, what is this, 100? I still can't believe it's 108. It just stays, the finish just stays. It reminds me like of 115 or 118, something around that ball range. I can tell you if you drink this too hard, too fast, it will get to you. But this barrel strength from MICHTER'S, there's something about it. There's like 10, I don't know what it is. Do they have tannics or something? Okay, so let me talk a little bit about what I learned yesterday. So officially, these two bottles are his favorite. The distiller's favorite is why we're doing it today. But I can tell you, look, okay, let me just say this. I have to take out another bottle. There's a bottle I have to take out. You know what? Let me just do it now. What am I doing? Let me do it now. Let me move this over here. Let me move this over here. Let me move this over here. All of this. I got to move all this over here. Where's the bottle at? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody a guess. Now, I think I showed this last time. I don't remember when I showed it, but I do know that I probably showed it very, very much in one of the streams. I don't remember, okay? So I need a guess. I need a guess out here. Let me know what you think I have in the bag. I need a couple people to really say what they think is in there, because I do know it's a MICHTER'S, and I wanted to pop this open right here on the stream. I will tell you, for all of you that have been joining now and that were watching most of the stream, hey, I appreciate you for being here and watching, but there is one bottle that I want to pop open. And the bottle that we're going to be popping open right now is going to be in front of me. I'm going to take it out of the bag. We're going to pop it open. And I want to know if many of you have tried this, if anybody has tried this. And for all of you, it's going to be a limited release. It is not a bourbon. It is not a rye. So I think you guys know what that is, don't you? Okay, well, let me take it out of the bag. Here we go. Booming. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's officially time, okay? I think it's officially time. I have worked my way into getting to 6K, and I have worked my way into really making our streams and everything a little bit better. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be popping open this bottle, and for all of you that don't know, hey, I want to wake you up if I can. Wake you up, give you a little bit of positivity, okay? A little bit of positivity, because I know it's very, very late out here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost 10 p.m. here in America. It is 9:58 p.m. It is 10/18/2023. I want to tell you, I appreciate all of you for being here. We're going to be popping this bottle right now, wide open. And also, I like that one. I like that one. We need some positivity. We need some positivity. We're going to be opening this beauty of a beauty right now. Let me start off by popping this open. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the limited release MICHTER'S Toasted Barrel Finish Kentucky Sour Mash Whiskey. Yes. Now there's a thing that I always do. I always cut it on the top. I'm very, very much, when it comes to my bottles, I want them to look perfect. That's just what I like. I like them to look good. And if you don't know already, I am that type of guy. I need it to look good. If it doesn't look good, and it looks like dookie, then it makes me look bad. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pop this open. Here we go. Popping this open right now. Holy heaven, ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm so happy for this moment. Hey, it's been a long time since I had one of these. It's been a while. I think the last time I had this one was, if I remember correctly, 2019, around there. So it's been a while, okay? It's been a long time since I met you. I forgot the rest of the song, but I can tell you we're gonna do this right now, okay? Let's go and let's see how this has changed. Let's also say that I have to drink a little bit of water. Let me drink a little bit of water. Also, we're gonna be doing this in a fresh glass. Oh man, how beautiful, how beautiful. Fresh glass, okay? Brand new bottle. A very expensive bottle again with another banger. Hey, I told you we're gonna be popping bottles here, and that's what we're gonna be doing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is my POV format. If nobody knows, congratulations. If this is your first time, POV. Anyways, let's pour this up, okay? Let me pour this up over here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited. I'm very excited for this moment. I think many of you have been excited from the get-go. You saw me drink both of them, and I think we'll talk about the end result of this at the end of the stream. But currently, we're doing another limited release of MICHTER'S. Okay, look at this beautiful. Oh man, how beautiful! How beautiful! Let me see in the chat room. Let me see in the chat room. Holy heavens. Here we go. Let me see. Farm Kitty over here says, that bottle I haven't tried. Curious what Reaper thinks. I'm gonna tell you what I think here, and also you do know I'm pretty much honest here, and I do tell you if it's a buy or not a buy. But all of these usually are buys. I've had this a long time ago. Let's just see how much of it has changed, if it has changed any. And if you want to be part of the show, all you have to do is you have to just comment in the comment box. And you're welcome to always say whatever you want to in the comment box. Also, I forget to drop the link. There's certain times I do drop the link and certain other times I don't. But just in case, this will be for the wrenches. Just in case. Oh, here we go, okay? We're going to taste this up right now. Let's see what we have here. Very much, I think the most thinnest looking whiskey so far out of all of them. I can't even tell you. Here you go, okay? The most thinnest. Look at how thin. Look at how thin that looks. I'm going to tell you, the proofing is 86 proof. Look at how thin, very thin that looks. It does look like 86 proof. Very thin. Here you go, you can see it a little bit more in the light. Holy heavens, my hands are huge. Holy heavens, my hands are goddamn freaking huge. Anyways, there's with that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on with the nose on this one. This MICHTER'S limited release toasted barrel finish Kentucky Sour Mash Whiskey. Here we go. Let's see how this nose is. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Oh, wow. Wow. That is insane. That right there, I don't even know what to say. let me just say this. After what I just had, holy snap. This is a different ball game. Holy heavens. Okay, let me go again. So far, this is very, very much different than the two that I had before. Obviously, you know already, a sour mash. If you don't know what a sour mash, I don't got time to tell you, but you can look that up. Look, it's not a rye whiskey, it's not a bourbon, because you don't have 51% of any of them. So that's when you usually know. I'm going to tell you this. Okay, I'm going to go on with the nose one more time, but this is very different from the last two, obviously. This almost smells like if I just got a flower and I just smell the flower. This is how it smells like. I don't understand how to explain it to you except to tell you if you ever got maybe your girlfriend, if you ever got maybe your boyfriend, whatever it is. I don't know what kind of roses you be getting people, but I can tell you, if you ever smell the rose, it has a little bit of that. Weird. Very, very, very different. I'm going to tell you, it does seem to me like there's a little bit of a nutmeg note on here. There's an apple presence, almost like an apple juice presence. This is not apple juice, but it has an apple juice presence. It has an very, very dominant apple nose on here. But the one thing at the beginning that blew me away is that rose flower smelling, looking. It's just something. It is something very marvelous. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this, okay? I'm going to go on more with the nose because I'm very much curious of what I'm smelling. So it's nutmeg. You get that little bit of a rose type of smell. It's very much almost like... very much like an apple, I was gonna say custard. It doesn't remind me of custard. Like that apple drink that I had like last week. It reminds me much like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go on with the palette on here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you're here watching. And here we go with the palette. Cheers to all of you. Let's go and see how this expensive MICHTER'S limited release tastes like. Let's go. Ooh. First thing I get is fruits. Almost like a, what is it, like a peach or something? Or is that an apple? Let me see. Maybe like an apricot. Wow. That is different. Very, very different. You do get that oak. The oak is really coming through, but it's not like I'm telling you, not like a Knob Creek, not like a Jim Beam product, okay? The oak is very, very toned down on any of these products. My mouth is watering. I'm going to go back to the nose. Oh, God. Yeah, that nose. Hey, that nose does have that apple pie. And no, not the apple, like the apple juice type of. Let me go on with the palette one more time. Oh, my God. That palette is so this is dangerous. This is dangerous. It is just so soft. It's very, very delicate. This whiskey is the most delicate whiskey I've had in a while, but full of flavor. That almost reminds me. Okay, there we go. Apricot. Almost like an apricot note on there. I was thinking of peach, but it's more of an apricot on there. I was hoping there was an apple that I was first smelling, but it's not that. It's like an apricot. Very, very nice. But I'm telling you this right now, it does show itself to be a low-proof whiskey. It is very, very nice either way. Very much approachable. You can really take this down like no goddamn other whiskey you'll ever have. This is very much, wow. This is so soft and so good. I do have to focus on the finish, but so far. Very delicate, very beautiful, very much. I was hoping to get like a rose note on there on the palette. Didn't get that. I think if maybe anything, what is it, hibiscus? Something like that, a little hibiscus, maybe something close to that. Very nice, very light, very beautiful. All in all, it's very well made. I'm going to tell you more about the finish right now. I think many people want to know about the finish. I think most of the times, that's how it is. The finish is something what everybody wants to know about. I'm going to tell you more about it now. I'm going to finish up this glass over here. I'm going to tell you what I think. Okay, here we go. Now it's tasting more like an apple. But I think it's more of a apricot. I remember back in the days I used to have those apricot little gummies. Very nice. If you take out the sugar from those the apricot gummies, you get a little bit of apricot note on there. You get that very soft. The finish, I'm focusing on the finish. You do get a little bit, just a tad bit of rye in there on the finish. It's nothing crazy, nothing that's gonna make you say, holy heaven, that finish is long. It's very much tuned down. It's almost non-existent, but you do taste the rye on the finish. Very nice. I'm telling you, the ladies can take this down easy. The guys that don't like high-proof whiskey, this might be your whiskey. Out of all the ones we tasted so far today, this one right now is really getting my curiosity to the max. I want to know how much I can actually drink of this to actually say, holy heavens, this might be enough. So far, with the proofing that it is, I think I already showed you, but this bottle over here, 86 proof, let me tell you, it is just fabulous. I can't tell you enough. If there is a Basil Hayden out there that is low proof, it just dominates. It dominates any Basil Hayden. That wipes out the whole line. You might as well just not even, you know? Edgar Romeo, great to see you. I see you, Edgar Romeo. I see you. He says over here, hello to the Reaper crew. Yes, I'm so happy that most of you are out here. We did make it to the 6K subscriber mark, and I did open up a new bottle on here. Very expensive bottles. I'm going to tell you the price of all of these. You're looking at $100 and something for this. Aftermarket, it may be $300, $250 for that one. We talked about this the other day. This one over here, you're looking at $300 aftermarket, up to $600, $500. Crazy prices for each of these bottles. MSRP, you've seen the MSRP, but I'm telling you the secondary. Also, over here, the MICHTER'S, the barrel strength, they go for MSRP 100, but you're going to see most of those for about $250. Sometimes even $300 aftermarket. Most of these bottles are very expensive, highly allocated, and if you don't know what allocated means, that means that it's harder to find than many other bottles out there. These are whiskey bottles that a lot of YouTubers don't want to talk about. Sometimes they just want to keep them closed because they think they're going to make the money, and at the end of the day, it's just... Let me just say this, okay? Thank you so much, Edgar Romeo. He says, congratulations on the 6K. Hey, thank you so much, Edgar Romeo, all the time. If it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for a lot of you, I'm going to say, for all of you out here, if it wasn't for AM promotes me like no tap. Bob also promotes me on his channel when he's doing videos. If it wasn't for Farm Kitty, that always just comments in the comment box. If it wasn't for Tater Dom, if it wasn't for a lot of you out there, also James Advisor, also another one that always in the watch community would be always positive about this channel and talking about whiskey. He loves his Langtons. We also had random people out here. I see you. Shout outs. From Bama, that's Alabama, Eddie out here says. And also, we do have other people that did show up earlier, but I can tell you, look, I feel that all it takes is one video. One video is all it takes for me, okay? All it takes is going to be one video for this channel to blow up. How am I going to do that? I have ideas, but all it takes, Listen to this. All it takes is one video. One video is all it takes, okay? Also, currently, I'm getting more of an algorithm now. Very strangely, I have noticed at the 6K mark, for all of you that don't have YouTubes, it has actually put me out a little bit more than usual. I have got a lot of my, I think yesterday, I posted everything that I posted yesterday, was getting 3K views in the short videos. I was getting one that was 4K. Most of them are getting high viewing. And I think that is because of the algorithm. I think the algorithm's for me right now. So I'm going to try my best to make the best videos possible so that we can get a video out there that is 200K, 500K. Currently, my biggest video, I believe, is 150K. One of my videos that I have posted up. And also, I have other ones, 80,000, 90,000. And then recently, the one I posted this month, the biggest one that I posted this month, is, I believe, close to 10K right now. Currently, I posted it like 2 weeks ago, and it's doing amazing, the video. So far, hey, so good. We're doing amazing. The road to 10K, just like AM said earlier. Yeah, I believe it's coming soon, very much soon. And I do know that for all of you, we're going to have to go back to this MICHTER'S, okay? Edgar Romeo, we're going to have to go back to this MICHTER'S because I just popped this open and I have to know more about this. This is something that I had 2019. And currently, I wanted to save this bottle, this other bottle I had, for a special moment. Today is officially the special moment, okay? We made it to 6K, okay? And this bottle, to me, I think I'm going to have to sign this bottle. I think I'm going to do a lot of things, signing bottles and giving them away to some of you. When I empty them out, that's a cool thing that I'm planning on doing. But currently, I have to pour myself a little bit more. There's no way I'm not going to pour myself a little bit more. So here we go. I'm going to pour myself a little bit more of this MICHTER'S limited release. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to go back to this. There's no way I'm not going to go back to this. I'm just completely blown away by this. Let me put a little bit more up tone on this beat, okay? A little bit of up tone. Oh, man. Holy heavens. Let me drink some water before anything. Wow. Okay, here we go. This is my second glass of this. I can't tell you enough, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. The color. There you go. There's a color very, very light. The coloring is very, very, very light. I can tell you don't see too many legs on here. A very, very light proof. And cheers all of you. I'm going to go back to this over here. Let's see if I change with the palette on here. See what I have here. Let's go. Oh yeah. That is very, very smooth. Very, very light. This is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Let me see. Do we have a little bit more legs? Yeah, I think we got more legs. Okay. We got more legs. Okay, so another thing I wanted to tell you all about the distillery yesterday, the master distiller. He did say one thing that caught me off guard. for all the years that he's been at MICHTER'S, he previously worked at Jim Beam. And at Jim Beam, one thing that they did that he didn't like too much was they enjoyed mixing their whiskey with their Coke. Is one thing that he didn't really like too much. He enjoyed his neat whiskey, and that's something that he didn't like when he was at the distillery previously in Jim Beam. So when he came to MICHTER'S, he noticed that there wasn't too many people that actually did that at MICHTER'S, okay? At the MICHTER'S distillery, they absolutely didn't do that. As a matter of fact, one thing that he enjoyed out of all the whiskeys out there was the rye. I did say at the beginning of the show that one of his favorite bottles is in front of me, the 10-year rye whiskey. Now, I will tell you, he has never tried mixing it with Coke, and he did say that it's your whiskey, you can do what you want to. But his opinion was that he enjoys his rye whiskey very much neat. He has a coworker of his that actually gets some of these bottles and she chills them. What I mean chilling them, she gets them nice and cold and she pours them out. And for her, she really likes them like that. So you know what? Everybody has a different way to drink their whiskey. And I can tell you today, we are currently drinking it neat. We're having a relaxed format out here. And I will tell you, if you haven't said hi to Edgar, please say hi to Edgar. Because Edgar, he has made my shows amazing. This is a man that many of you, I don't think you understand. The internet is very much, it's as if we are all friends. It's so different, the internet. I have been through a lot of stuff on every level. From the beginning, when I was at 1K, let me just tell you this. I didn't know Edgar Romeo then, I don't believe. He was probably following me by then. At 2K, I didn't know how to use the live streams as much. At the beginning, I had to learn the buttons, and it did take a little bit of time, but I'm a quick learner, okay? So for me, 2K was very much, it was a huge experience. When I got to 2K, I started meeting a lot of people, networking, and I learned that there's people on the internet that are just amazing. They're just so positive. And I won't say that negative people are bad. I think negative people help out too. But I can tell you, the positive people are always the ones. Damn, this is what I'm talking about. Edgar Romeo with the $20 super chat. Reaper Crew, he says. Hey, so Edgar Romeo, I don't know officially when he subscribed, but I'm pretty sure he subscribed from the get-go. He just didn't probably know how to chat in the chat room. Now, this can happen to any of you. I do know that I started getting more subscribers, and I started actually doing very good live streams. My live streams were getting better and better, and I started bringing on people. I started, having different topics go on. And as I started evolving on this channel, I started noticing that there's a lot of people that come and go. And one of the few out here is Edgar Romeo that has never gone to another community, that has never really gone anywhere except here. I've never seen him in the Watch community. I've never seen him in the Fragrance community. He's always mainly here. And to me, look, it's just, I think I'm blessed for all of you that don't know. I think I'm blessed with some of you out here. And you're probably wondering, is this man crying? No, hell no, I'm not crying. I just got some in my throat. I got an apple. I think I got an apple. Let me take some water down. So Edgar Romeo, hey, thank you for being a part of this Reaper crew. And thank you for always steering my stream a little bit different when I'm low. You always come through. And I will say, you have really made a highlight of a lot of streams, especially the music stream, especially a lot of other streams, the ones with topics. You steered a lot of different, and I've never, most of these, like Bob I have never met. Over here, Tater Dom, I have never met. I've been on a panel with Dom. If you don't know Dom over here, I brought him to the watch community. I think he jumped on the panel. And it's amazing, it's amazing that I bring together a lot of people. And, if they go over there to the watch community, that's fine. That's all them. If they go to the fragrance community to watch some things, hey, enjoy it. Enjoy whatever you watch. If you enjoy the cooking community, hey, enjoy it. That's just what I say. But a lot of out of here, my subscribers, most of them I haven't met. Just like Anuj, I have never met Anuj. And Anuj Patel with the $13.99. Anuj, my team is finally losing games. The Miami Florida Panthers, they were undefeated. And all of a sudden, the Florida Panthers, they started just losing. They were undefeated for how many games? What is it, 2 games or 3 games undefeated? Just winning every game. And then I think yesterday, they won their first game. I mean, yeah, they won their first game. Anuj Patel, thank you so much for the $13.99. If you haven't followed Anuj Patel, he has a website. And I do drop the link, and all of you are welcome to drop the link. Anuj Patel also is a man that I have never met. I've only met him on the panels, and he's just so positive. He's so positive, man. He's really, really positive. But yeah, it doesn't matter how many people you have. If you have 1,000 people watching and nobody really, you can't see the chat room, what is the point of that? I think my goal is to currently get to 10K subscribers, to bring more people to the live streams, and to have a chat room maybe at, if anything tops 200. I'm good. I don't need more. I think that's good enough. With a community like that, we will be unstoppable, and we can talk about literally anything. Anuj Patel with the $13.99. He says over here, what up? I see you, Reba. Hey, great to see you all the time. And for all of you that have just showed up, let me just say this, okay? 6K, let me see, 3K. When I got to 3K, 3K, I said, oh shit, I gotta change the live streams. I think at 3K, I started trying to add a little bit of a different lighting on my live streams. I started finally saying, you know what, I gotta talk about more whiskeys. I think at 3K, I started talking about more about whiskeys. And then 4K, I remember 4K, I was like, shit, I made it to 4K. I'll never forget that. I was like, oh, I made it to 4K. Holy heavens, that was fast. I made a stream about it. And I think at the time, I had a lot of topics to talk about. 5K was amazing. 5K was just, it was awesome. But there ain't nothing better than the next step. And the next step, we're here now at 6K. This is amazing. This is fabulous. I am just so, I'm so enamored. I'm just so enamored out here. Okay, so enamored. Okay, let me see over here. Farm Kitty says, okay, that's where you can go to. EnchantePerfumes.com. If you haven't gone there, go check that out. He has a lot of fragrances, and it doesn't matter where you live. He will make sure that you get your fragrance. But Edgar Romeo, hey, I'm not done with you, Edgar Romeo. On my birthday, also, I'm gonna say Edgar Romeo, and also I believe James Advisor. I think it was on my birthday. James Advisor. Also, I remember he sent $100 super chat. The bigger super chat, if I think all of us don't know already. Let me see if I have it out here. There we go. Here we go. This is the bigger super chat. Let me show you, because I think some of you haven't seen it. Okay, I'm gonna show you right. Bigger super chat on this channel. It was Ali. Okay, Ali, I see you, Ali. Her and DDLD, they did a hell of a stream on my stream, and it was a fun time. I think at the time I had 5,000 subscribers, and it was a hell of a time. Just an amazing experience, okay? Just having, and she's a super wrench, okay? So for all of you that don't know, she calls it shots. But currently, she's been doing a lot of things, and I do know that she's going to be back very soon. I spoke to her today. She's doing great. So for all of you that are worried about her, don't worry. She's doing an amazing. She's doing good. It's just to be away from the streams sometimes it's good for her. But yeah, I think, hey, we're doing a good job. Let me see so far today on the stream. I have AM Bob out here with $10 at 50. Over here 35. Pretty good today on the stream. So far so good. Anuj, I see you. Anuj, and also Edgar Romeo. You guys are freaking awesome. Also, I will tell you, I had a little bit of issues getting to 6K. Because some of the videos that I was posting up weren't getting the traction, and now they're starting to get it more. I think YouTube has a certain way to do it. I don't tell you that they focus all the time on me. I think the algorithm just moves around and starts helping everybody out. Doesn't focus on one person. Over here, shorts is where it's at. I know a guy that went from, whoa, damn. I see that comment. Patel over here says hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Look, it doesn't have to be a huge group. I do know that there's 6,000. Don't expect 6,000 in the chat room. I have learned that there's many people that don't know about live streams. Live streams is something that many people don't know about, and I recently learned about that online. That's why you have to always tell everybody to hit that notification bell, because it helps. I didn't know that there's a large amount of people that if you don't click that notification bell, they just will not even be able to see the live streams. That's just how it is. Let me get another thing of water, because I do know my throat is getting a little bit funny. I do know it's a little bit cold out here. Let me get a water. Let me pop this open. Let me take a sip out of this with the water. By the way, the biggest month that I had on YouTube was about $1,000 on 1 month. So for all of you that feel the need to ask me what is the most you have ever made, it was about $1,000, and for me being a small channel, that's very much YouTube does notice that. Okay, they do notice that, and they do tend to change out your algorithm. So maybe that's why I officially got a little bit higher in the algorithm recently. Let me change this up a little. I need to boost myself up just a little bit. I gotta boost myself up. Hell nah. Ain't time to fall asleep out here. Let me do this, okay? I forgot. I keep on forgetting to add. Okay, add the there you go. I added it here just in case. This is for my wrenches. If any wrench wants to hop on, you're welcome to always hop on. You don't have to use a camera. I don't suggest you to use a camera, especially at night. If you're in your pajamas, do not use a camera. But I can tell you, look. Yeah, that was the biggest. I think it was about 1,000 something. Oh man, I can't imagine what can happen in the future if I start doing the things that I want to do. But anyways, hey, I'm gonna sip this up over here, and I'm gonna tell you more about these. Which one I feel you should get. Let me finish this up over here. Cheers to all of you. Okay, so let me give you a rundown. Okay, the MICHTER'S tenure. Everybody out here should like this one. That is number one out of all of them out here. Absolutely number one. There ain't nothing better right now than that one. That should be officially the rye whiskey of the year. It is that good. And also, we can talk about the barrel strength over there. It is phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. If you want something rich, if you want something with a little bit of a punch, you will like it. It's a little bit more like a heavier, stronger version of this. It just doesn't have an age statement. At the end of the day, the bottle that we're drinking right now, very, very light, very beautiful. If you're into a little bit of a different palette, like an apricot palette, a little bit of an apple, something a little bit lighter, you will really, really like that release. But all in all, these MICHTER'S, all of the limited releases are phenomenal. But the 10-year, if you get this one for about $200, buy it. It is a phenomenal bottle. And after anything, if I can tell you one bottle to get, would be that one. The years are going to go by. Hey, one day this might be $1,000. $1,000, maybe in what year are we in? 2026, maybe. In 3 more years, that bottle might just be $1,000. You might as well buy now if you can for $200. Ah, man, wow. I just can't tell you enough about the bottle. It's really, really good. But anyways, hey, I want to ask all of you if you can give me a topic, any topic you want to, please add it to the comment box. I'm willing to talk about anything, any questions that you have. I want to really help out, and maybe if you have a channel, I can tell you maybe some advice. Anybody in the chat room that wants to ask any topics, I want to know, and I do know Melissa Villanueva, but she's all about it. I do know, but I do know that she's sleeping because she sleeps at 9:30, I think it's something like that. But I do know that many of you have always had questions. If you have any question, you're welcome to always ask it. I'm here. I want to really answer as many questions as I can. But I can tell you one thing, okay? We made it here to 6K. What kind of video do I have to make to officially break the mark? I don't know. We're going to have to see. If I can ask you one thing, okay? If you haven't already, do me the favor, okay? Don't forget. Hit the like button for the stream. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Okay, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. I do recommend you to hit that like button if you haven't. I think I'm going to be closing the stream very, very soon. But either way, I want to tell you, hey, we have done an amazing job out here. It has been amazing. All of these bottles that I show you, everything that I have been trying to do has been working out perfectly. The other format that I'm going to try to do tomorrow, I'm going to try to stream as much as I can. Tomorrow, I will tell you, I'm going to try to add and do the other format that I was doing. I'm going to do it a little bit later. Maybe I might hit it at 3:30 like it normally was before. So I'm going to look for a topic that we can talk about tomorrow. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a personal one-to-one stream so that you can see me and maybe I could talk about something. Now, I'm not going to guarantee everything because tomorrow, if it rains, I'm not going to do a stream. If it's super hot, I'm probably not going to do that. But either way, I will tell you, I think this stream has been really, really good so far. I have enjoyed the drinking experience, and hopefully for anybody that just tuned into the stream, hopefully if they subscribe, they know that this is their first ever video that they see, and there's other videos that all of you can see. I have long videos and hunting videos. That's what everybody wants to know. Post more hunting videos. As a matter of fact, yesterday I messed up completely. I should have videotaped everything that I was doing, but I forgot to do it because I was so in the moment. I wanted to relive that personally and not have to relive it in public, if that makes any sense. Sometimes privacy is a big thing, and I can tell all of you that maybe you haven't had this platform before, and maybe you don't know what it means to have privacy. Privacy is a huge thing. There's memories that you can make, and when you make memories, it's good to have the memories with the people that you are close to. Sometimes either by yourself, or maybe with a significant other, or maybe with family. You know, those memories are just deep down in your head, just marked in there like a big memory that nobody can relive except you. So yesterday, I think that was the goal yesterday. I said to myself, I am not going to record anything of the things that I was doing, from the master distiller himself signing this beautiful bottle. You already seen it here first. Look at this bottle, how beautiful. The sign by the master distiller. I could have had a long video. I could have made a long, maybe the biggest video possible on the stream. I mean, on this channel. But I prefer to keep it private. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know what got to me to say that. But I think many of you should know that, okay? If you have anything that you can do in your life, one thing is privacy. Privacy is just amazing. It is phenomenal. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hey, look, we're getting to the 1 hour and 40-minute mark. I'm going to go around here. If anybody wants to extend this show, you're welcome to. Over here, Anuj Patel. Amazing super chat. I'm going to go through here with the super chats. And also, I will tell you, I'm going to go through and I'm going to say one thing, okay? Before I say something hugely positive, I think that was the biggest positive thing I said so far. Damn! Holy heavens! That was the craziest thing I said. I don't know where that came from. I'm an animal. But over here, he digs it. He understands. Holy heavens. I don't know where that came from. That came from deep down in my brain. Anyways, you can rewatch what I said over and over. Anyways, over here for all of you around the room, in the chat room. I'm going to go around the room. Anuj Patel, thank you so much for the $13.99. I see you, Anuj. Edgar Romeo, thank you so much. You're the biggest super chatter today. I'm going to keep you up. At the end of the stream, I'm going to make sure that everybody knows you are the goddamn man. But all of you are the man too. Don't say, I'm not going to take it away from Bob. I'm not going to take it away from AM. I'm not going to take it away from Nuge. But I tend to do that on the stream. The bigger super chatter is usually the one that always gets to be at the end of the stream. The person that gets to be at the end of the stream when I end the stream. The biggest super chatter always stays at the end, and most of the time it's a very memorable thing. It's almost like saying that you are the one that really, it's always like Edgar Romeo, Edgar Romeo, boom, every show. It's just awesome, man, to know I have, all of you out here. Anyways, Bob, also, thank you so much, man. Hey, I appreciate your congratulations. Hey, he says over here, best YouTube channel, 6K USA. Congratulations to the Reaper, he says out here. Bob loves whiskey. I hope I did read that earlier. I don't remember if I did completely, because I don't remember saying the best YouTube channel. But I can tell you, I'm reading it now, and Bob, I do know that Bob sleeps. He has to work. He has a huge job. I don't think many of you know what kind of job he is, but all of you would be very shocked to know what he does. Oh, always, AM, always good to see you. He was the first one out here, AM. Always great to see you, man. If I could sign your forehead, I would. If I could sign your next bottle, I probably would. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing something for all of you, okay? Maybe this Christmas, all my empty bowls, I'm going to probably be sending them out. Now, I'm not going to say what I'm going to do, but I have a feeling that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm not going to tell you that just yet. But I do know, okay, I'm planning on doing something very similar to what I'm thinking about in my head. And that would be awesome. You have a little bit of me in your bar, and you don't have to tell anybody who I am. But as long as you know who I am and you enjoy all the streams and get entertained, that's all that matters, okay? Memories, okay? What did I say? Memories. Sometimes there is some memories that you don't have to tell your friends. You don't have to tell your family. You just don't have to tell anybody except yourself. Memories are huge. And I think for all of you, sometimes recording stuff on your camera, recording stuff, sometimes putting out on the public and putting it on the internet destroys the fact that most of your memories are very much priceless. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. On this stream, on this 6K subscriber stream, remember that. Memories are huge. Very much priceless. Priceless. What am I talking about? I need some water. Let me drink some water. Let me drink it like those rappers. Let's go. I'm gonna show you how to do it. That's how they do it. Gucci, shout out to Gucci Mane. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to all the rappers out there. Chiggy. I was gonna put Chiggy on one of my songs. What is the song? Right there. Anyways, hey, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all really enjoyed the stream. I know I enjoyed it. And hey man, I'm just happy. I'm happy. I'm so happy, man. You don't understand how happy I am, okay? You do not understand how happy I am. All of you, really, all of you. You just freaking, man, you guys are freaking awesome. All of you. Farm Kitty and all of you. I'm going to also say all of you too. Okay, I'm going to go around the room. Okay, James Advisor. Always great to see you, James Advisor. Tater Dom. Great to see you, Tater Dom. He was here earlier. Farm Kitty. Always great to see Farm Kitty. Anybody that I missed? I just have to keep on scrolling up. I do know Melissa Villanueva somewhere here. I can't see. There you go. Melissa Villanueva. Great to see you. Shane was here earlier. Shane always tends to ask. He always tends to ask questions in the comment box. That's his main thing to always do. But for all of you that don't know, Livestreams is the biggest place to ask any question. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all enjoyed this stream. And ladies and gentlemen, we made it to 6K. Thank you all for being here. You guys are freaking awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you very, very soon. See you soon, Tater Dawn. Also, I think I said, I see you, Tater Dawn. I see you. Good to see all of you. And I'll see you all soon. See you later.